Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Attack on Titan Season 2, episode 9. I just watched the episode 8. If you want to see my reaction video about that, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. I'm gonna watch this episode and one more today to finish really this season during the same day, you know, with the two final episodes together. That's gonna be great, but that's gonna be on another day. Right there, the episode 9. What are we gonna have during it? Like, really, the last episode, it was the consequences of the combat, you know, between Eren and Reiner. It was the consequences of what happened before. Not a lot of things happened during it for the facts, you know, for really the actions, and we didn't discover something new, new information about all of the situation with this organization, with the Clever Titans, with all of that. We didn't discover anything, the characters really didn't do something important. It was really to have a break, to show the consequences of that combat, of this reveal, of the combat, because a lot of people died, a lot of people were injured, Mikasa, Angie, a lot of people. To have everyone knowing what just happened, you know, to have these messages saying that to Erwin, to Jan, to all of the people who were at Trust, and for them to come back, to help also because of the situation with the horses, to really plan stuff for the next step. And that's it, the next step it's gonna be during this episode, the episode 9, they're gonna try... Are we... During this episode, maybe we can have, you know, like one episode, this one, about Eren, Bertolt, Reiner and Ymir, like conversations between them. Maybe not big reveals, maybe not all of the answers, you know, they're not gonna say everything, they're not gonna confess everything about where they're coming from, all of the situation, but maybe they can still give clues about it and we can spend an entire episode with them, and it can finish with the Survey Corps Talon intervening, like, that's it, we're not gonna leave you just like that, we're not gonna let you rest, so after that you can leave the place, and all, maybe it can be something like that. But yes, the last episode, it was really the consequences, like, all of the physical ones, and how they're gonna organize themselves for the future plan, for capturing Eren again, capturing, it's not the good words, but you got what I meant, you know, to release Eren from them, because they kidnapped Eren and Ymir also. But it was also the consequences, like the emotional consequences, the fact that Konye still can't believe that Reiner and Bertolt did that, and we can understand it, because Reiner saved Konye. So, a part of Reiner, I really think that a part of him wanted to save them, you know, wanted to... He cared about them, and it was almost like at the end he was blaming himself because he began to care about them. Bertolt, he wanted to get out, to come back home, because he wanted to stop that mission, like, that's it, let's stop the mission, let's give up on it. Reiner, it was not just let's give up on it, it was also like, let's give up and let's do something which is against our mission, like revealing everything, revealing that we are the Armored and the Colossal Titans, that big information, and he was this close to say a lot more also to Eren. The emotional consequences also for Krista, who still wants to save Ymir, for Armin, for Mikasa, that flashback with Armin, Mikasa and Eren, the fact that they didn't change, not that much, like, he still wants to protect, to defend people, to do what he thinks which is right, to fight for it, to not give up on the fight. She still wants to protect him no matter what, Armin, he wants to stop the fight no matter what. That was great. The fact that Hannes intervened and also told them that speech to motivate them again, to give them hope, that was cool. That flashback also really made me understand something, the fact that I thought that Mikasa was that good at fighting and all because she was natural, like she learned it really quick during the training camp, but in fact she knew how to fight even before that. Can it be in fact like she was like Annie, her parents trained her because there were members of that organization? Like Dr. Jaeger who visited them. Maybe she was supposed to be like Annie at some point, you know, to do the same mission than Annie. You know that I'm suspecting Mikasa to be a clever titan since a long time, but not a clever titan, like not a part of this organization, a clever titan like Eren, you know. Maybe in fact she was supposed to be a part of this organization and she became to be like Eren. I don't know, but I'm suspecting her even more than before I understood that. I still suspect a little Krista, even if, like I said, the things that I had against her, it can be explained in fact by what we discovered about her family, about the fact that they are hiding her right there and she's feeling sad about it. All of that situation in fact can explain the things that I had against her. But still, there is something right there, so I'm putting her at the top of my list. The only ones who are not on my list, it's Jan, Levi and Sasha, because we saw their backgrounds, where they are coming from, and it was alright. And the fact that I have 6 favorite characters and these 3 are into it, you know that 3 of my favorite characters are released from Suspicions, it's so cool. It's really cool, you know. My favorite characters? Levi, at the top of the top of the top. Jan, Mikasa and Armin, and Sasha and Konye. So yes, to have 3 of my favorite characters being okay, you know, like I'm pretty sure, no, I'm sure at 100% that they are not clever titans or spies or active agents or stuff like that. It's cool, you know. But the fact that one of them, Mikasa, I'm suspecting her a lot, that's not so great. But I think that she doesn't know that she's a clever titan, and no matter what, she's not a part of that organization. The goal of her life, Mikasa, is to protect Eren. She would give her life for him, and I'm really afraid of that, in fact, that at some point she's gonna die because of that. Sacrificing herself for him, protecting him. And I'm afraid also of the consequences that it could have on Armin, on Eren, on Jan. Jan, he has a crush on her, so I don't want her to die. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't ship Mikasa with Eren. If I have to ship her with someone, it's with Jan. I don't ship really anyone with anyone, in fact, with this anime. You know, for me, for example, Konye and Sasha, they are really like brothers and sisters. Armin and also Reina, who had a crush on Krista, it's a sweet crush, but I don't think that it can exist. Levi, there is that little thing, you know, with Angie, which is fun to watch, but I don't think that it can be something neither. Maybe the only ship, you know, that maybe I could think of, it's Ymir and Krista, because I really think that Ymir, she is in love with Krista. Oh, and before beginning the episode, remember that I changed my theory about this organization, or at least I mixed my 2 theories that I had before for them to work together, and now I have this one in which I believe a lot, even if I still have questions about it. For me, this organization, it's people inside of the walls, active agents and people who are deciding stuff, but also people outside of the walls who are deciding stuff and who are creating the titans. They are working, all of them together, to keep people inside of these walls for the stupid titans, and after that the clever titans, it was to kill some of them because there were too many inside with the resources that they have. So that's for who, that's for why. But I still have questions, and I think that I still miss some informations, and I think that the big info that I miss and that could help me to really answer to that question fully, it's to determine how the world is outside. Because for my theory, right now I think that they are doing that because the world outside was destroyed, you know, by nuclear things, like there is nothing outside of these walls, I mean, of this area. I think that it's like that, at least that's the thing which could make my theory work. If it's not like that, if the world is not destroyed outside, it's the intention behind that, in fact, that I would miss. Because for me, they are doing that to keep people inside, to be sure that humans can survive, even if they have to kill some because they don't have the resources. Like, it's something like that. If the world outside is okay, they don't have to do that. So my theory would be wrong for the intention why they are doing that. They are organizing all of that. But I can't see a reason why, no. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, on which you have the episodes earlier, a lot earlier. 4 or 5 episodes of advance, it's a lot. 4 or 5 episodes, it's really a lot of advance that you can have on my Patreon. And with really extended or full reaction part, I put a lot of full reaction part for Attack on Titan, and the extended reaction part, it's also interesting, you know, for you, because right now on YouTube, you know that I'm forced to cut into scenes, so you have only 5 seconds of a scene each time. I'm not doing that for the extended reaction part. I'm really putting long scenes into it with full opacity. So really, I think that for Attack on Titan, for the advance that you can have, like 5 episodes of advance, and for the versions, the difference of versions between YouTube and Patreon, it's really better on Patreon, I really think so. For Attack on Titan, even more than for all of the other shows that I'm reacting to on my channel. It's the best way to support me, and that's why I'm trying to make advantages like that for you on it. Because right there on YouTube, I used to say that it's rough. It's not rough, it's nothing. Okay, like, again, it would be an insult to call that tips. So that's why I'm making that on Patreon. Let's go for this episode! If I'm right, you know, it's gonna be with Rainer, Bertolt, Eren and Ymir, you know, really a situation with them talking to each other, so I should discover a lot of things during this episode, so I'm excited about it. I don't want to have all of the information, like really when they revealed that they were the Armored and the Colossal Titan, I was like, what? Too easy, too quick, like what is happening? For me it was one of the big informations. Ah no! Beginning the episode with you. Angie, be careful. Konye's village. Konye's mom. She can talk, and I'm also wondering about how they can transform an entire village just like that. Water, food, air. Cool, Angie, that you're thinking of that right now. I forgot. Go guys, go. Opening. Ah. You can have them back. Remember who you are. And yes. It's gonna come back. right? You lost because you fought against 2 titans, 2 clever ones. Only against Rainer? No.
やめろ。
ああ、待てよね。ここはウォールマリア内にある巨大地の森だ。壁からだいぶ離れたところにあるらしい。くつろいでいるように見えるが、目だけはしっかりこっちを見てるだけで近づいてこない。繊細なんだろうな、きっと。
Two abnormal ones who are just...
闇雲に今ここで巨人化しちまう得策とは思えない。この巨人の領域内を生き抜くのは巨人の力を。
It's bad for all of you if you are transforming into titans now.
暴れてる余裕はないんだって。
We like you're gonna fight with Eren against them?
体力は限られている。今はお前らの体を修復するので手一杯のようだ。
私も詳しく知ってるわけじゃないからな。その辺の仕組みはあんたらと違ってよう知らん。
You are talking to Rainer, not to Eren.
俺たちの故郷に来てもらう。おとなしくしろって言って従うわけがないことぐらい分かってる。
Why do you want to take them? Where exactly?
つまり巨人が動かなくなる夜まで俺たちはここにいるしかねえのさ。
If they are not the titans of the beast titan, I think that the 2 abnormals who are watching you.
疲れたから休憩してんのか。
Yes.
お前の想像に任せる。
You don't want to confess a weakness.
隙を見て巨人化したとして、ここから走り去るのはそんなに難しいことじゃないように思える。
単純に夜になるのを待ってるってことか。
それもあるが、俺らが無力なうちに手を打つはずだ。大元みんなどうなったの？調査兵団は？
They're okay. At least the people that you really care about, they're okay.
あの城の巨人は夜なのに平気で動いてたぞ。
Tell
こ
them,
この巨人はどうだ。
or I mean, remind them that.
そんなことお前なら分かってるんだろう、ユミル。 俺と同じで何も知らないってわけでもなさそうだが。
She was working with them, for the same persons than them.
決めたぞ。とにかくだ。情報を集める。
Yes. Do that, do that.
そのためにも今は感情を噛み殺せ。
Can you do it?
修復しろ。
You, my dear Eren, without any emotions?
そっちの方向に巨人。エンドロー。
Where is the beast titan and his titans? He gave up. He ran away.
いいからさ。少し力抜け。さっきから先行しがちだぞ。エレンはおとなしく捕まっているようなやつじゃねえ。違うか。あいつは絶対諦めない。
You need to be clever about what you're gonna try.
その代わり絶対に行くんだよ。あの時みたいにな。
For sure, this car. Be clever, Eren, about the questions you're gonna ask and all.
昨日の午前からだったか。巨人が
What it?
ずっと働き詰めじゃねえか。
Okay, it's this attack that you didn't know.
昇格の話はその後でいい。
Huh?
はいな。そんくらいの働きはしたと思うぜ、俺たちは。あのわけのわからねえ状況下でよく動けた。
Because you are warriors, you are expecting a promotion. The people for who you work, this organization.
何を言ってんだあんた。
そんでもってその後のクリスタなんだが、あれはどう見ても俺に気があるよな。俺に対して特別な。ふざけてんのか。
What particular thing?
まずいこと言ったら殺されてんなら普通にそうや。
ありゃどう見ても普通じゃねえよ。そうだ、ベルトルさん。
なんだ。君は兵士じゃないだろう。戦士なんだから。
I don't understand. It's confusing. What and what? Huh? What? Annie?
食われてる。
Why Marco is getting eaten? I don't understand. Right there, he was confused about being a soldier of the Surveyors, and the word warrior, it's more about his first mission with Annie.
おかしいと思ったよ。 壁を破壊した奴が命がけでコニーを助けたりなんてな。
He's divided about it, I think. He cares.
兵士を演じて生活するうちにどちらが本来の自分かわからなくなった。
That's also my opinion.
心の均衡を保つために無意識に自分は壁を守る兵士の一人だとそう思い込み、その結果心が分裂し記憶の改ざん。
That much?
口を閉じろ。
But you're acting like that, Ymir. I think that you're the same, and you can be worse than that even. I remember what the Titan said. Ymir's people.
俺が話したよな。お前らの目の前で俺の母さんが食われた時の話を。
I'm tired of seeing that scene. I can't take that scene anymore. They are warriors sent to kill you.
どう思ったんだ。
He thought about his mission.
気の毒だと思ったよ。
Like you are pitying, you know, animal. I know he called you idiots and he treated you like you were animals, you were nothing, he was not considering you.
お前らは兵士でも戦士でもただの人殺しだ。
It's not that easy.
そんなことを分かってんだよ。お前にわざわざ教えてもらわなくてもな。
Oh, right now you're fighting so much that part of you.
もう人間じゃねえんだぞお前ら。この世界を地獄に変えたのはお前らなんだぞ。分かって
Are they considering themselves as humans? He said he was sent to destroy all of humanity.
泣きわめいて気が済むならそのままわめき続けてろ。
Maybe he was exaggerating during that moment, and my theory is still right. But still, I think that I missed something.
俺は頑張ってお前らができるだけ苦しんで死ぬように。
Oh, you're saying that with such a calm voice.
そんなガキみたいなこと言ってるようじゃ汚いできね
Childish? The best
えよ。あの
Titan.
猿は何だ。
He doesn't know. I think that they don't know. Yes, it's based on an animal, on a monkey.
あの時のお前ら二人してガキみたいに目を輝かせて見てたよ。
Connie was looking at you also.
壁の中に巨人を発生させたんだ。
Yes.
目的は竜偵察ってところかな。
Yes, he's against you.
そいつを目指せばお前らの故郷に帰れるんだろう。
Ah, you're staying for him?
知ってること全部話せ。
待てよ。私にもいろいろ都合があるんだから。
For sure! Ymir, you're hiding stuff also.
敵がなんだ。
敵
Their boss?
そりゃ言っちまえばさ。
ユミル、お前次第ではこっち側に来ることも考えられるだろ
信用しろって。
You're not on the same side?
う。お前の目的はクリスタを守ることだろう。
Uh-huh. Our personal goal. I don't think that it was our mission.
何とかしたいという思いを俺たちが受け入れられないと思うが、俺たちよりもエレンの力の方が頼りになるのか。はぁ？部屋に連れて行かれたらまず助からないと思ったからだろう。だがクリスタ一人くらいなら俺たちで何とかできるかもしれない。
Huh?
自分のわずかな命がクリスタの未来選ぶのはお前だ。
We can do something for her, like to not kill her, to be sure that she's not gonna be killed.
猿ってなんだ。どういうことだ。
No, no, the Beast Titan, everything that they said, I guessed it.
敵の正体は
What are you offering to Ymir right there? And you're offering that to her, like...
決まりだ。
They're coming!
調査兵団がもう
And they prepared something, you know? Maybe it's a trap right there for you. To tell you that they are coming. I said in intro that this episode was gonna be about Rainer, Bertolt, Ymir and Eren, that we would have maybe an entire episode about their conversation, them together, and at the end the Survey Corps coming. I guessed it, I said it, and still at the end I'm surprised and I'm a little frustrated that it's happening like that, and that because of that, you know, they are stopping the conversation. All of the situation, you know, with Reiner, I guessed it. I knew that he was divided, I knew that he cared about them inside, that it was against his mission, that he was sent to kill people, because he was mad at himself, you know. He said something like, 3 years that I was surrounded by idiots, I shouldn't have forget my mission, you know, he implied something about that. Bertolt, he acted also like he was disappointed when Reiner saved Connie, so I guessed that he was divided about it, that a part of him cares about people right there inside, that all of that. The fact that he created fake memories about it, you know what Ymir said, that he wants this far, I didn't guess it, we didn't have the confirmation of it, but for sure he's divided. There is also something with Krista, like he had real feelings for Krista. So okay for that. For the Reiner part, okay. Okay for the part about the Beast Titan. I guessed also what Ymir announced during that episode, you know, naming him the monkey. It's going with my theory that the Beast Titan was created based on a monkey, like all of you are created based on humans. Based on a monkey right there. At first I thought that it could be the first clever Titan, you know, they made that experience on animals before making it on humans. Maybe it's not the first clever Titan in fact, but I'm totally okay also with the fact that it's based on a monkey. The fact that he created Titans inside, I guessed it. The fact that, you know, all of what she said about the Beast Titan, that he targeted you, that the two of you were surprised when you saw the Beast Titan, you didn't know about him. I saw that, I guessed that, I'm okay with that. The part, you know, about the fact that there are warriors for people outside, the fact that they are working for other people, really they are warriors, they have this mission, all of that, I'm okay with it also. The part where I'm really confused, it's Ymir's part in fact. Because for me, Ymir is a part of this organization also, and maybe even a big one. So the fact that you don't know each other, okay, because it's great, you know, to have different spies inside. They don't know each other, so they can't betray each other. So you can be sure that if one of your spies is falling, is discovered, the other ones are going to continue to work. So it's logical that they don't know each other. But how Ymir is acting and what she's saying, it's almost like she didn't have any mission inside. She's not a part of this organization, but she is that Titan into the OVA about Isle notebook. When he paid his respect like that to Isle, he said Ymir's people, he was confused about the uniform. We have right now someone who is named Ymir who has the uniform. I'm forced to mix these informations together. And also the fact that she knew how to transform into a Titan, she knew all of that, what she said when she did it. Also, I thought about it during the editing, she said that she heard that about Krista, about her life and all, because she said what? That she was searching for food or something like that, you know, into that place. I think that you are a spy, and right there you were searching for information and to hear conversations that you shouldn't hear, like really you were a spy inside of that place, and you heard a lot of the conversations, including the one about Krista, but right there you were there on a mission. So that's why I'm confused right there, that she's acting like, I don't know. No, I don't know what you're saying, I don't know what you want. And what Reiner offered her, he wants to take them to their hometown. Where is it? For what reason? It means that you don't want to kill them? You want to kill all of humanity but not them because they are clever Titans like you? No. Maybe he exaggerated that, you know, killing all of humanity part, and I really think so, because if it would be the case, you know, this organization, its purpose is to do that, they would have tried already to do it by creating a lot of clever titans, by attacking, while making spies, while making all of that. No, it's not that. I really think that my theory about people inside and people outside, creating these titans to keep people inside of these walls, to keep them safe, but also the fact that they had to kill some of them because there were too many, and we have a base outside with people from this organization to create titans, and also to be far, you know, to not be emotionally involved into the mission, so it can still continue, you know, because if they are all acting from the inside, at some point they can all turn like Reina, and it's not gonna work, you know, for a long time. So that's why I think that they are in and out of the place. So that's why I think that you were exaggerating right now when you said killing all of humanity. No, that was not your mission. Your mission, it was to kill some of them, for sure. Right there, you want to go and you're saying that to Ymir, if you're coming with me, yes, you don't know what is gonna happen to you. It's a little risky, you know, in a way, but at the same time you are saying, take that risk and we're gonna do things to be sure that Krista is gonna be okay, like we're gonna kill more people, but we're gonna make things so Krista is not gonna be someone who is gonna be killed maybe by future attacks or something like that. It would for sure confirm that Krista is not a part of this organization or a clever titan, and or that offer that you are making right there to Ymir, and that she just accepted. But for me, Ymir, she had a mission, really, and also all of this flashback with Krista, like you gave up on your mission for Krista during that flashback and during that moment with the tower, and during that flashback you said like it was stupid, like I should have taken that risk for Krista, like it's not a part of my mission. The exact same reaction than Reina when he saved Kanye, and how Bertolt reacted, like it was not a part of your mission, you shouldn't have done that. Ymir, I can't understand how you reacted right there, like you're not a part of things, like you're like Eren. Not at all. You're not like Eren at all. You knew that you were a titan, all of that about your mission, all of these clues about the fact that you are right there on a mission. This OVA, no. But maybe she's bluffing, you know, she's lying because she knows that Reina and Bertolt don't know about her. She can be that clever and manipulative, Ymir. It wouldn't be the first time that we would see her manipulating people. Angie, who is gonna go back to see Kanye's mom. That's great. I forgot about it, you know, the fact that we could learn more about the situation by analyzing that titan. Again, I'm really wondering about how they can transform, the beast titan could transform all of a village just like that. Like, he didn't do that one by one. He had to do it everyone at the same time. By food, by water, by air. I can't see another way. I'm sorry. In French we are saying, you know, an expression when your nose, you know, you want to scratch it. We are saying that someone is thinking of you, and right now, someone is thinking of me really, really bad. I don't know if you have that expression in your country. Right there, right now, after the episode, that's what I understood with it. But you know, during the editing, I'm gonna hear it again, what they just said, and maybe I'm gonna understand other stuff. Maybe with the next episode that I'm gonna watch right now, I'm gonna understand other stuff. But for what they said during this one, that's what I got from it. Okay, so it's all for you for today, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Great.